Hey, you guys! Hi! Welcome back to Release the Craftin! I'm super excited for this update, this live. I've really been looking forward to it. Hopefully, my Wi Fi works, otherwise, I'll have to switch to the data, but we'll see how it goes. So, let's see. Um, just getting a few things set up. Hey, Lori. Hey, Jen. Hey. I think because I've advertised this live as going up at 7:15 instead of 7:05, there's not hardly anybody here, which is okay. I figured we would go through some of the old business, quote unquote, uh, because I haven't really been advertising this stuff. So I thought I'd flip through these really quick while we wait for the 7:15 mark that I put up on my Instagram and stuff to come around. So let's see. I want to get it set up. Sorry, guys, I know this is weird. So I can see the chat better. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for joining. You're in Australia? Is it like super early for you guys right now? I know some people said they were going to miss it because of the time difference, but thanks for joining me, even if it's only for a little bit. So, let's jump into these. This is all the old stuff. This isn't the new stuff yet. We'll get into that in a little bit. So this is some stuff I've posted over the last couple months. I haven't been very active, and I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I have not been feeling it. I've had some health issues and some mental health issues as well, and so I just sort of took a break from everything and just kind of focused a little more inward and worked on some stuff. So I kept putting out digital kits in my shop, but because I was taking a break, I wasn't as active on social media, so I didn't show these. So this is the Dark Academia kit, and it's probably like my top favorite so far this year. I'm gonna go through this real fast, like I said, because this is all older stuff that's been in my shop for a little bit that maybe some people haven't seen. And I'll just show you guys this while we wait for some more people to join and for like that, like I said, that 7:15 mark to come around. And then I'll start showing you guys all the new goodies. Love this page. So I'm really excited to share with you. So this has a Dark Academia aesthetic. And it's just a really pretty kit. Really great for writing. I added some witchy stuff, of course, because I always have to add witchy things. Go. And I love the colors in this kit. I have a much more muted color palette this year, I've been noticing. I don't know if anyone notices, like, when they go through color trends like that, how, like, their moods change and it reflects in the colors they choose, but yeah, my colors this year have been pretty moody. So these newer kits have been coming with a, like, mood color swatch board, and this is just that. I didn't cut these ones out. So there's like a plain version, and then there's some decorated bits, which I'll show you guys. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. That's not so bad. I was afraid it was going to be like super early. So there's some envelopes. This kit has an ephemera kit and a background page kit, which I already printed on theirs. I showed you guys those. There's some really cool journaling cards. So just some nice stuff. The giant tags, which I've been hearing you guys really are enjoying. So I think I'm going to keep doing these. I might start adding more to all the kits. There is a little like floating pocket and a bunch of tags. There's a lot of stuff to go through, so I don't know if we'll go through the other ones as in depth. But I'm trying to make this as interesting as possible. If you are joining me, tell me where you are and what time it is right now, because I'm really curious to know, like, what time zone everybody's in and where everyone's coming from. And then there's a bunch of blank ones that you guys can decorate that come with this. There is this little envelope. Dude. which I've seen a lot of people turn into like long pockets, like a big long pocket, which is also a cool idea and something you could do. There are tickets that come with this. And then these are that little mood board color swatch, but with the decorations on it. I just fussy cut these out. I did not cut everything out. My original plan was to cut everything out. Hey, Lori! I know you love the tags. I'm glad that you guys like them. I like a big giant tag too. So what was I saying? Yeah, so my original plan was to fussy cut all the stuff out and show you guys like in action how everything looks. I should have known the second I started that that was a fool's plan. Because I could not cut everything out. I did not have 900 hours in the day to cut everything out. So I tried to cut a bunch of stuff out just so you guys could get an idea of what everything looks like and how it works. A little library pocket. I think I did a fairly good... Hey, Sonia! I think I did a fairly good job getting some of this stuff cut out for demo purposes. But yeah, so that's everything that is involved in the Dark Academia kit itself, like in the main body of the kit. It also came with a set of Rolodex cards, which I did cut out, and I keep that in this old photo album. I'm not going to show them all, but they came with these really cool Rolodex cards. I like the size of these, and they all have like different sort of word definitions that go along well with the theme. And there was 2 other colors. So that's what came with those. They're really nice. I like that. I'm going to kick over my light real quick. And then the next kit that I came out with was an extension to the Ladies Entomology kit, which, if you are not familiar with, is a kit that's like a Victorian-styled insect kit, because I like girly things, and I also like bugs. Who doesn't love a good bug? Hey, Misty. Thanks for joining. Okay, so the color swatch for this kit, decorated, undecorated, so you guys can embellish them on your own. And then I printed this on the original Ladies Entomology kit. I'm not going to flip through that. I believe I have a flip through on my channel. If not, it's a really old kit, and I just thought I needed a little bit extra to go with it. So I added some like more background pages, because after getting some feedback from some of my friends and then some people on the design team, you guys needed more background pages. And these were supposed to be really plain pages. That's not how they ended up, because I really love this style of stuff. Like adding in bugs into girly things is probably one of my favorite things to do. Although I did try to leave some pages really blank for you guys to write on. So that is this kit, and it's like absolutely tops. I love the bees. I'm totally into this. I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I know that you guys are pretty stoked to see the new stuff, so I think I'm going to do this one, and then I'll come back to the older stuff at the end, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. And we're almost at that 7:15 mark. I talked a lot faster than I thought I was going to. The Ladies Entomology kit also came, or has a corresponding set of words, and I picked quotes and stuff that were from like influential, but also stereotypically feminine or classically feminine, let's say, women in history. So I really love how this came out. It has a really soft look to it. It's a little bit different than my other word kits, which seem to be a little bit harder, including this set of Rolodex cards. So you can see like the difference in aesthetics there. This one is a lot more defined and a lot darker in color. But I love these cards. They aren't actually necessarily part of the whole Ladies Entomology kit. I put them out at the same time because they're Victorian slang words, and they are kind of hilarious and fill me with joy. So I thought that you guys might enjoy them. Like, I want to start saying I got the morbs, because it just means that you're temporary melancholic, and I think that's a mood and it's a vibe, and I can definitely incorporate that into my vocabulary. But these are really fun, and each set is listed individually to keep the price down in the shop already. So, skipping ahead or back, I'm not really sure how to word that. we're gonna start with the new stuff. So the newest stuff, which some of you guys might have seen because I've been slowly rolling out some witchier things, are these like cutout collaging type of stuff. So I have the Theban alphabet, and I have a set of witches runes, and I drew these out, you guys. So like, I put some of my original art into this, I guess. It's pretty basic stuff, but I'm really happy with how these came out. I got to share stuff that I use in my own practice, as well as some of the more classic symbols. So that's in this set of witches runes. And then I did some wooden runes, as well as some stone runes, which are somewhere in here in the stack, hopefully. But I did some wooden runes. And these make like really great like collage items. They make really great like Book of Shadows, like page layout things. Like you could cut this out and then write about it and glue that into your book. And then this is a set of astrological symbols, and like they're sort of astrology, alchemy, like type symbols. And there's 2 pages of these. I put them together. I didn't keep these ones separate because I just thought that they needed to be together in the same listing. So that's there. And there's the full zodiac, as well as some classic alchemical symbols to go in there. And what's this? Oh, this is the other rune page. Ha ha ha. So then there's some stone runes, which I also really love how these came out. And because of the size of these, I was able to make them all like sort of individual, but also include the word rune, which is not included in the wooden rune set, unfortunately, because I didn't have space for it, and I didn't want to change the size of all the other runes to put a blank one in. And then the last thing that is sort of in this category are these like Ogham staves. I think it's Ogham. I don't know how you say it. I'm not Celtic. Staves, and it comes with the names of each stave so you don't lose track of them. You can also cut them out and turn it into a label, but I thought these were fun, and I think these would be kind of cool to cut out and then like fill in with some glossy accents so they're like, I don't know, shiny and hard, and then you know you could actually use these as actual staves if you wanted to, and they would save space. So first up of the brand new totally fun stuff in the shop are these cabinet cards. Oh, Lori, I'm glad that you guys use them. Sorry, I need to read the comments as I do this. I'm glad that you guys are able to use them and put them into your vocabulary. They are definitely, they're definitely fun. Take an egg is a vibe, Sonia. Yeah, so there's these cabinet cards. I've been using them as specimen cards. I've just been basically cutting out the insert and then sticking a sheet of little acetate in there and then filling them up with things like herbs or just like some faux taxidermy insects and stuff, and sticking them back there. They're really fun, and they come in sets of 3 in the shop. So there's this more neutral, like natural paper set, which I think is probably going to be the one I get the most use out of because it's so versatile. And I did, because I like I said, I cut some of these out so that you guys could see. I cut this down so you could see the actual size when it's all folded up. And then I just sort of made a demo one where I put a picture in here so you could see its use as a cabinet card. We'll see this one later on, but you can see how the labels look. You can put them up top, you can put them down bottom. And I think they're really versatile, and there's a lot of fun things that could be done with them. So I'm kind of excited that they're in here. That's why I made so many. In the second set, I'm really hoping that I'm telling you these numbers in like the right order. There's this like darker, grungier paper background. There is a crackle background. And then this more like natural paper, a kind of handmade paper vibe. And then in set number 3, there is, it's all foils. So these are like foil textures. I don't know how well they're going to show on this live, but up close they look really cool. I think they could benefit from like a glossy finish, like a glossy matte, or a glossy, not glossy matte, a glossy medium on top would be like really neat because it would make them really sparkle. But they're really fun, really cool, for especially like for a more colorful book. These would really come in handy. I think you can see more of the foil texture here. And then, of course, there is the traditional gold, silver, and bronze texture in this set. And then, there is this sort of watercolor texture. in set 4. And I think set 4 is my wild card. I had a couple of these extra, and I didn't really know how to put them together. So this one has like some natural leaves. There's some this distressed wood, and this one's got like a black leather texture. That one's probably not ever going to show up on camera, but up close, trust me, it's there. It's really cool. And then this one has like a textile texture, so there's like the sweater here. This is like some kind of woven rug texture. And then this sort of denim texture back here, which I just thought was interesting. Definitely like perfect for cozy winter vibes. That kind of stuff. I think it'll come out really handy in fall. And then this one I made with some other kits. I chose some of the witchier ones, I think. Yes, for this one. So this is some cabinet cards with the White Witch kit, and Curiously Witchy, sorry I forgot the name of my kit, and Quietude is in here. And then this one has exclusively Moonlight, which is my #1 kit in the shop. You guys really love this one, and I love it, and I'm glad that you guys like it. It's one of the first kits I made, so I really appreciate the support on that one. Thank you, Pink Clouds. I don't know what your name is, but I really appreciate you. And this one has images from the Dark Goddess kit. It's really neat. I'm really happy with these. I'm excited to use them myself, and I'm excited to see what you guys do with them. And then, I know you're probably getting burnt out. There's only 2 more sets left. I told you I really liked this, and I got excited and made a lot. So there's some dark fantasy vibes here. A couple from the Dark Alchemy in this set. There is Growth and Decay. I'm sorry, I can't remember everything. There's another Dark Fantasy. The Perish After Dark. Black Magic Woman? No, that's a song. You know the one. You guys know what they're called. I don't know what they're called anymore. I'm sorry. The Vampire. And then this is actually from a kit I haven't released yet. That'll come up eventually. It's kind of gritty, so I hope that you guys like it when it comes out. It's a little extreme. A little dark. And then this last set, very last set of cabinet cards, has some more of those Dark Academia and Autumn Witchery cards. And then this one sort of has a mishmash from the Ladies Entomology add-on, another Dark Academia one, and then another White Witch one. And I thought these just kind of paired together for an interesting vibe. I like the colors, and I think they work together. You don't have to use them all together, but I just paired them up that way because I made so many. Hey, Carla, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, next up in the super update drop, I made 4 sheets of envelopes. Just because I wanted some envelopes in different sizes, I make these ones kind of biggish, and I wanted smaller ones, and I think these are really cool. They'll look really great in, like, Books of Shadows, or if you're making, like, spell packets, this would make really good things like that. They'll also look really great in junk journals and stuff like that. So this one has a crystal theme, and it corresponds with the tags that are coming up, you guys will see. I tried to make some of this stuff sort of flow across, so you could pick and choose what you liked, or put them all together, and have a little set of stuff. So these are crystal themed, and I love how these came out. Really obsessed with these. Hey Geneva, thank you. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you for a while, so thanks for jumping on. This is a set of celestial themed envelopes. And I love this girl here. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of these myself. I think they're just really fun. And I always love having a variety of sizes of envelopes to choose from. So this one has a floral theme. And I kind of love the soft grays and the mixing of watercolors here. The background really pops, and I liked trying to match this to the tags because I don't know what happened to the original background for the tags, and I couldn't make it work. So I ended up making my own, and I'm really happy with how this came out. And then this one is, of course, the moon-themed envelopes. That's my mom, God bless her. And, like, I just love how much this gold pops on here, and I think they're really cool. So, those are the envelopes I made, and now we're going to move into the tags. Oh, I'm glad you like them, Sonia. I really find them to be a whole mood. Hey, Cindy. Okay, so these tags might be my new favorite tag shape. I'll show you the ones I cut out because I'm a little bit into this, and I might put this into everything now because I absolutely love these. So these are the crystal tags. They come 3 in this set because, like I said, that's really rude. I remember what I was saying. Whatchamacallit? These are the crystal tags. They come 3 to a set in this one because I was really into this whole vibe. Um, and that's my cat tearing apart stuff too. So ignore the noises in the background. I'm sorry, they're distracting me, so I feel like they're probably distracting you. Because I'm really obsessed. So I just got like really carried away and made 3 sheets for this one. So love those. And then these are the celestial tags. This one doesn't actually match anything else. I just sort of made these as a last minute entry because I love these images and I wanted to use them. So I really like how these came out. I definitely am going to make more stuff that matches. And then, so I love this. Like, I don't know what it is about hands, you guys. I think I might have a problem because I want to put them on everything, but I really love how they came out here. I think they're really pretty. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are liking this stuff. I was kind of nervous that nobody would like it and it would just be me. And then these are the spell tags. So these go with like the whole spell work theme things. And I think these will be really fun as well. Especially if you are like junk journaling in your Book of Shadows, to put like little mini spells or notes or things on here and stick that into your Book of Shadows with like, you know, all your other ingredients in like a pocket or something like that. Just something really neat. So I tried to keep them sort of neutral. So you could do like a candle spell and a little packet spell. Maybe you want to do like a jar spell or a crystal spell. And then, you know, this one has like some books on it, so you could do like maybe a spell that you have to write on it, or an incense. There's another jar here, so you could do like another bottle spell. You don't have to do that. Those are just some of the ideas I had while I was making it. I'm so glad that you guys like these. I'm trying to read the comments. There's a bit of a lag. There's a lot of a lag, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad that you guys are vibing with these. I'm super stoked on that. So, these are all mixed up because I stacked them together. Bear with me because I'm a hot mess. So there are a full set of zodiac tags. This is not the full set. But like cutting these out, I was just like, whoa, like this is the perfect tag size. And you can write so much in these little things. So that comes with a full set with the matching constellations. These are 3 sheets. I'll find the rest of them in a little bit. And then the flower tags are so pretty. I don't usually like gravitate towards floral stuff, but now I want to do like a whole section of just like flower stuff and flower essences and things like that. I think that'll be really fun. And a really nice like little chapter in my book. Oh, Miss, you should tag me when you make a crystal journal. I want to see what you make. And thanks, Michelle. And then, I think that's everything. Sorry, now everything's all mixed up. I should have looked through these before I started. But I stuck them all in a little, like, pocket and shook them, apparently. Okay, so these are the Celestial Spirit tags. And I was going to make them more like the other ones, but I really like this color. And I like this theme, and I want to do more stuff like this. I know, like, some of you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, why is there a spider? But I feel like every animal, every creature has a lesson to teach, and even spiders are kind of fascinating in that. They're really wise, they're creators. I kind of look at them as, like, creative inspiration, so that's why there's spiders in here. But I chose a bunch of animals that I thought would be really cool, sort of, like, spirit teachers and things that you can learn from. You can write things down here. If you vibe with one of these animals, maybe you want to write more on that and use that as a tag in your books. Cindy, you don't have to hoard them because they're digital. You can just print them over and over. And then there are a set of herb tags. These are really fun. I love the browns in this. It's like a burlap background in this. And I love the texture that it adds. So I think these are going to be really fun, especially for like green witches, herbal grimoires, those kind of things. Even if you're just doing like a garden journal, like just a regular garden journal. They're so versatile, and I'm really loving the fact that these have like more than one use. Hey, look, I found the rest of the astrology tags. They existed, I promise. You totally could do that. I thought about that too. You could put a brad at the bottom and fan them all out, and they would be like a cool way to keep like information together, but also separate. Thanks, Misty. I appreciate that. I feel like this is chaotic, but probably typical. If you guys watch a lot of my videos, you're probably used to this kind of energy now. Okay, I'm trying to sort these out because I mixed them all up. But these are just the regular witch tags. I did them in purple, which I almost never do because it's not my favorite color. But I really like this background and how it came out. It just sort of gives like a mystical, sort of magical vibe to everything. So I chose some prominent witchcraft symbols. You might want to write more about each symbol or what it means underneath it, or just your connection with that, or just general witchy info. So I think those are fun. And then it also comes with a set of the 4 elements. So I thought those were really nice. And I can't wait to see what you guys do with these because I think there's a lot of versatility here, and a lot of fun things that you could do, or like fun places to stick them in. And then the last set we have, I previewed this on my Instagram. Thank you guys for reaching out and commenting and liking that. I really appreciated that. I wasn't really sure how these were going to go over, but I kind of maybe should have known better because who doesn't like moon phases? But these are a set of moon phase tags, and I'm really obsessed. I keep saying obsessed, but honestly, you guys, I'm really obsessed. I've been working on this for a long time and just sort of saving all these things and collecting these resources so that I can share them with you, and I'm so excited to be able to share them. So these are the moon phase tags. I think they're really pretty. I hope that you guys do too. I think they'll be really fun in like space journals and like cosmic books, or just writing in your book of shadows for each of the moon phases. I think they would be fun to do even like if you did Cindy's idea with putting the brad at the bottom. You could put them like in the corner of a page. You know how the standard like moon phase printable or like poster is with each of the moon phases and people write about it here? You could do that here and then just fan it out for the moon phase you need and have the information you wanted there. That's a really good idea. So thank you, Cindy. Okay, so then the next thing I got for you guys, the most requested thing, believe it or not, are 8.5 by 11 pages, especially of the witchy variety. I did a poll not too long ago on my community page about offerings you guys would like to see on Patreon, and the number one choice was like witchy digital grimoire stuff. So I hope that you guys like these. I just started tentatively dipped my foot into this field and made some stationery pages. So this is the herb stationery page, and every one of these comes with 3 pages and then 3 blank pages. And when I say blank, I mean like there isn't a background, so you guys can print them on your own paper. And I'll show you, I printed a couple out like that, so I'll show you what that looks like when you just use the blank page. But you have an option, so you can choose to print them on your own paper or just print them on regular white paper if you're not into this like coffee dyed aesthetic, or you have the option to print them with the coffee dyed paper or the paper texture in the background, and just, you know, trim off the edges and be good to go. So this is the herb one, and each one has a different, like, one of these 3 styles. And I really love how these came out. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of these myself. And then there's these side ones. I tried to keep these like side ones without any like distinctive direction so that you could use them for either side. So you can turn them around, have them on both sides if you wanted, just to make them a little bit more versatile. And then This is the flower one, and my intention, or my goal, I guess, is to eventually make one that matches every one of the themes I touch, so that there's more crossover, like I was saying. But for this one, I did 4. So this is the flower one. Really pretty. Loving how this came out. I feel like there's a flower journal in my future. And of course, I'm going to put bugs in it. And then this is the last one in that. And then this is the astrology one. I feel like I'm holding more than 3 pages. Is this upside down? Yeah. But maybe not. I guess it just depends. Because like I said, I tried to keep it so you guys could flip some of these pages around. That one wasn't intentional, but let's say it was. So I really love this. This is not so you can flip it upside down. I mean, you could, but counterintuitive, I guess. I really love how this came out, and I tried to match this with some of the other stuff that you guys will see. So when you see these flowers, you might be like, then you didn't use that anywhere else. But I did. I trust me. They'll come back around. Okay, and then the last set is the crystal set. And these pages are really great. So they do print full size. I tried, but I don't know where I put the actual final proof of. Resizing them, like, on the printer settings, so that I printed 2 of them side by side. And they make smaller, nicer pages, so they will fit, like, with the same quality in a smaller journal if you don't want 8.5 by 11. But I like this size, and I think it's going to be great. So those are the crystal ones. So, to show you guys how the blank ones look when they're printed, I printed these on craft paper because I have this craft stationery paper, and I just kind of wanted to see how they came out. Yeah, they come out darker because they don't have the white base that makes the rest of the images pop, but I kind of like this aesthetic. Like, it looks a little bit more worn and a little bit more used. So I wanted to show you guys this anyways because this is just my experimental page. Where I was just trying to see how they came out. I really like the soft muted nature of these. And then I printed this on coffee dyed paper so you guys can see that as well. This is another page that's about to come up. But I wanted to show you guys what this stuff looks like without the backgrounds on it when you print. Oh, Cindy, you don't even know. I've really been working on this because I wanted to bring you guys something of value, something that you guys could use. I didn't want to hype up anything and not have something to show for it. So I hope that it's coming across here. So this is what it looks like without the background, and this is the actual set. So these, I've been working on these for a long time, and I ended up revamping this idea. This was an old idea I revamped. I really wanted to include it. Some of you guys have been asking for more like filled out Book of Shadow type stuff. I don't think I have any plans currently to do like fully filled out pages with all the information on there. I have like a really strong belief in people doing their own research and adding their own information in there, because I don't think that you'll learn as much if I just give it to you and you print it and stick it in your book and never look back at it again. But I do find a lot of value in coming up with pages that you can use to fill out and like put in your book and, you know, give you like a direction and place to go. So one of the things I had worked on was this spell record sheet. So when you do spells, you know, you want to keep track of them, especially when they're successful, but even when they're unsuccessful, you kind of want to keep track of them too. Just to have an idea of what works and what doesn't work and the things that, you know, you vibe with. So this has a place for you to put the title, or whatever you're calling your spell, what you're trying to achieve, the date, the time, the weekday, the moon phase, the solar phase, the planetary hour, any correspondence you want to put, you could put in there. There's a section for your ingredients and any tools you might need, a whole section for your steps, and anything you might say. And then there's a spot at the end, which I think this is really important. A lot of people don't put this in their books, but the results, like, were you successful? Was it kind of okay? Do you need to add more to it? You can put some notes here on, you know, the other stuff you might have done. If you need to extend this section, you can put that here. You can put, you know, anything that might have come up during the spell. You know, if maybe you got messages from spirit or something, you want to put that here. There's a whole section for that, as well as a follow-up, which I think is really important to come back to it and see like what the final results were after a period of time. But also, if you go back to your spell and you rework it a little bit, you might want to put that down here so that you can be like, okay, I did this the first time, I had average results. When I came back, it actually changed a little bit and it worked out great. So I made these pages. This is a really long way to say I made 2 pages for you guys to put in your books of shadows. I think because I'm just so hyped about these, and I have been sitting on this idea for a long time. So this is my favorite format. This is the one that I showed on my Instagram with the boxes whited out. But just in case, I did them in a couple styles, and that all comes together in one listing, so you don't have to buy separate listings if you want the styles. It all comes together. So this is with the full background page all the way in there, left in, nothing taken out. So that's how that looks together. And like I said, you can resize these on your printers. If you don't want a big 8.5 by 11 section for each spell, you could do them smaller, and that would work out just as well. And then I don't think... Oh, I showed you guys that already. The one with the blank background printed on coffee dyed paper. So that was the third set that comes with this. So there's a bunch of formats that you can use here. And then the last page I wanted to show you guys is this art print. I painted the background and added these images in to make a full fancy print, which will look really great in a book of shadows. I'm gonna put this in a frame and hang it up because I work with runes a lot, and I really enjoy this image. So that is also in the shop. It's gonna be like the first of hopefully many fancier books of shadow print type things. Because this might not necessarily be something you would want to put in like your working book of shadows, but it might be something you put like in a book of reference or for display or something a little bit fancier. So that is also going to be available in the shop, and it's a handy reference tool, which is the kind of tool I'm kind of okay sharing. All right, so by request, I have made a book of shadows tab page, like tabs, pages, page tabs, and everyone comes with 3 pages. 2 of them are filled out, and 1 is totally blank for you guys to fill in your own things, because as many things as I can think of, I'm sure that there's sections that you want in your own book of shadows, or just in your regular books maybe, where you want to add a tab to that I could never think of. So every set comes with a blank set. There are 3 sets in different color schemes. So I'll just read these off really quick, or group them together. So it comes with the full wheel of the year, rituals, cakes and ale, meditation, chants, the Esbats, fertility, prosperity, love, cleansing, and grounding, as well as just a recipe section, sigils, shadow work, history, protection, lunar magic, symbols, elements, miscellaneous, because I have a miscellaneous section in all of my books, spells, deities, tarot, herbs, crystals, chakras. Actually, it doesn't have chakras. I changed this later to ancestors because I didn't want to put chakras here. So sorry, this is an off print. This is an old one. Divination, astrology, and flowers. So you can see I changed it to ancestors here. So this one is the cosmic foil set. It's gonna be the one that matches some other stuff that comes up, but I think that these tabs match everything. Because I chose some pretty neutral tabs, but I wanted to have a couple of varieties because maybe you don't want purple and blue tags or tabs in your book. So there is a set of marble tabs as well as the blank sheet like the other one, and that's how they look. And then there is a set of parchment ones, and I already cut these out to show you guys. This is my little embellishment photo album that I'm filling up, just so you guys could see and get an idea of like the scale of them when they're printed. So that's how they look. And even if you didn't use these as like page tabs, they would make really good like toppers for journaling cards, or like pullouts, or things that you wanted to like have like inserts that you could like pull out there. So I think they're a decent size, and they'll work on a larger scale as well as a smaller scale too. On the other side of this as a whole. This is a really like old vintage photo album, and I'm finding out that a lot of these pages have holes in them, which I guess is what happens. But they were a good buy. So those are the parchment ones, and then they correspond directly with these. which this is like a full set of 18 plus this cover sheet of cover sheets for your Book of Shadows sections. I'm gonna do the other 18 pretty soon here, and I'll announce on my Instagram and stuff when I post that one too, because the tab kit comes with 36 altogether, but I only had time to do 18. So it comes with, like I said, 18 plus the 19, the extra Book of Shadows one, and this is the one where the flowers match that you were seeing in the other pages. So the flowers I used in here have matched here. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Janine. So it matches each of the sections. So now you have the tabs and the section like cover page to go with it. And I tried to like keep some of the elements flowing through so that it has like a cohesive feel. So I'm going to do that with this whole run of stuff going forward. And I really love how these came out. I love the soft look of them. These ones don't come with a blank background though, but the background is like sort of an off-white, grayish, like light gray kind of watercolor paper texture color. I don't know. If you've seen watercolor paper, then you know the color I'm talking about. So I don't think it'll use up your ink too bad if you don't have that. I may do like a set with the blanks in the future, but at this time, this is what I have. So I really love how these came out. I love that they match across the board. They're really fun. And if you're trying to build your Book of Shadows and you haven't like started or you don't know where to begin, this might be like a good place to start. Just taking these sections and these tabs, doing the research, you know, filling out your papers and stuff there, and just having this as a jumping off point. So I think these are fun. I hope that you guys get a lot of use out of these as well. I know this isn't for everybody, but I think some people will get some use out of this. And like I said, people have been asking me for stuff in this size. So I think a lot of people have larger Books of Shadows. Or that there's a section of people with a lot of larger Books of Shadows that will find a lot of use out of these. And even if you're not making Books of Shadows, it will work really well in your junk journals. Especially if you just want like a single topic covered in a junk journal. That would make a fun title page for your junk journal. And then we're almost done, you guys. I know it's been a lot, so I really appreciate you guys hanging in. But I have added some labels to the shop. I've added 3 sets of labels. All of them come with, or I'm not going to say all, some of them come with a blank background, some of them don't. This first set is just herbs, and I cut this down because I was going to cut them all out, like I said, to show you guys, but then I was like, but then I have to keep track of all these tiny pieces, and I didn't want to do that, and I don't hate myself like that, so I did not cut them out, but I did trim them down so they fit nicer in my folder, and I tried to think of as many herbs as possible. I went through my whole herb book and tried to pick out the stuff that was the most common. So this comes with 2 pages, and they print out like this. And I really love like the old apothecary label feel of the herb set. And then it comes with a section of blank labels, so you can fill in the herbs that I did not list here, if you have those as well. So I think they'll make a really great addition to a book, but also to like herb jars or anything you're trying to like stay organized with. That'll be really useful there. That was a crystal falling. I'll pick it up later. And then there is a set of crystal labels. This one does come with a blank background because there is no way I could possibly have thought of every single crystal, or even come close to it, or herb, or like stone or mineral that people might have in their repertoire. So this one is just the ones that I could think of off the top of my head, and then there's a whole blank sheet that matches this, that you guys can fill in your own on. And I think these are going to be really fun, especially if you are making a crystal journal. This might come in handy. April used these on some of hers. So if you've seen her channel, Pink Oddbird, she showed using some of these there. And that was really cool, and I really like how it came out. And then the last set of labels are tarot labels. These ones didn't come with a blank because I couldn't think of why you would want a blank set of tarot labels, because it's just the card names. If you do, I mean, I can send you a blank copy, but it's going to have like all the the symbols on the background, which I think will be a little counterintuitive. But this is the full tarot deck of cards, um, from the major arcana to the minor arcana, and then I added a couple like extra words that I thought would be useful if you were like tarot journaling. Um, so that is also available in my shop. And sorry, I need a drink because I've been talking for nearly an hour. And then the last brand new thing in the shop are these journaling cards. And I've been calling them study cards because I added like name, traits, characteristics, or like correspondences to them. These are the astrology ones. So it comes with 2 sheets, one with the words on it, one that's blank without the words. And I think that the blank ones will be fun because you can back them, onto the blank ones, and then, continue writing anything else on the back, or you can keep them separate, or you can just use these. Like, I tried to make it useful for its intended purpose, but also versatile if you wanted to do other things with it. So I really love how these came out. I love the soft watercolor look of these. And then there is a set of flower ones, of course. So like I said, this one has name, correspondences, uses. And these are really pretty. I'm gonna carry on with that soft bee vibes. I probably shouldn't swear. Even though this video isn't for kids and I put that on my settings, someone's gonna come around and be mad at me for swearing. I think I've probably sworn a couple times already. And then these are just some recipe cards, which I thought would be fun for a kitchen witch journal, or if you wanted to put your magical food recipes, but also just regular food, because food is great and we love food here. And I kept them pretty straightforward so that they could be used as regular recipe cards as well. Banana. And then the last one is a strawberry. So these are really cute. And they're about regular index size. I didn't measure them and I don't want to right now, but there's those. These are spell themed, but they could also be just regular recipe themed if you just wanted celestial themed recipe cards. But I thought these would be really great for the spell recipes you make if you make any edible spells, or oils or tinctures. Maybe you want to keep the recipe down like this on a card and just stick it into a pocket in your book of shadows instead of giving it a full page. There's those cards. And then there is some herb cards. Same printed and blank. This one has name, correspondence, and uses. I'm really struggling with these cards, guys. Bear with me. And these ones I think are fun. They'll work really well in a garden journal as well. But I think they'll be fun in a Green Witch grimoire style book. And they'll get a lot of use. And then the last ones are the crystal cards. And this one is name, varieties, and correspondences. I did varieties for this one just because, you could put down quartz, and then you have rose quartz, yellow quartz, orange quartz, smoky quartz, all sorts of stuff, styles and stuff like that. So I thought that would be an interesting thing to catalog and keep track of instead of trying to do an individual card for each one of these. But I love how these came out. So I think these journaling cards are going to be really great. Super fun. And that's all the new stuff, you guys. So if you're only here for the new things, that's everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing that. I'm going to flip through some of the more recent stuff that's been uploaded that I didn't do my due diligence on advertising for. Thanks, Michelle. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. If you guys are just hanging out, I appreciate you hanging out. Like I said, all this stuff is up in my store now. It's going to be on sale all this weekend with a special coupon. And then I usually try to keep stuff on sale for you guys because I know that stuff gets expensive. So I try to keep stuff, on sale just so that you guys won't be breaking the bank all the time. So just keep checking that out. Meanwhile, I'm gonna flip through this kit. This is the Beltane Diary kit. I'm maybe in the mind of doing a full like Wheel of the Year kit in this theme. It's made to be a kit, like a journaling kit that you would write in. So there's writing space on every page. I'm being like assaulted by this paper. Hold on, I need a better flipping system. Thank you, Misty. I appreciate you. I love this kit, and the colors in this kit are really different for me. But even so, I still think they're on that muted trend I was talking about at the beginning of the live. They're a little bit duller than I think I would have used last year, which I guess is an interesting perspective on how like quarantine has impacted my color palette. But I do love the colors in this kit. I think they're really different from what I normally use. And I think they really capture like the essence of Beltane. There's a lot of bonfire, stag imagery, foresty type stuff. And then you guys may have seen some people from my design team are in here, and they just recently posted books made with this. So if you want to see these kits in action, check out Lori at Terrific Tomes and Cindy at Studio Lou. They made some really gorgeous books with this kit. I'm always impressed by the stuff that they do. So this is a Beltane diary. And those are the pages. And then I did cut out the ephemera for this one too, but I did not fold the ephemera for this one. So there's little tiny circular tags. Words are hard, y'all. And then this one also comes with the tickets that I did not finish fussy cutting because I just used a puncher, like a hole puncher, to cut those out. And then some journaling cards. There were some smaller tags with this kit. Another journaling card. And then in this kit, I included these large tags, sort of in the same style as the other tags I showed you guys, but with a different top. And I really love these. This might be my new favorite tag size. I think they're really versatile. Versatile words. And then another journaling card. And then this is that little envelope that I keep seeing everybody use as a pocket. And I kind of love that everybody uses it as a pocket. Because it is a little strange envelope. Thanks, Cindy. And then this is that floating pocket that I didn't fold. Some people have been using this as a flip out, which is also nifty, and it makes me wonder if I should put like a longer tab here just so people can continue doing that. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. I've just been using these as floating pockets, little pouches, but they make good flip outs too, and I hadn't even considered that, so that was a really creative thing. So this is my standard size for this shape of envelope. So if you guys saw the envelope pages, this is how big they normally are. As you can see, they're quite a bit bigger than what's on that page. So I do like the smaller size that I put onto those other sheets. So this is another envelope, and here is an unfolded library pouch. And some pockets. And then, oh, I did fold this one. It's a coin envelope style envelope. But I've seen some interesting things being made out of this style of envelope, so that's pretty neat. And then there are some more tags with this kit. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Cindy. And then this style of tag, which I was delighted to see because when I cut this out after printing it, the girls on my design team kept it together as a triptych, and that was how I kept it. So I was excited to see that came across to everybody, and other people had the same motivation to use it here. And then the giant tags that come with this kit. And then I think the last kit I have that I didn't do my due diligence on advertising is the Edgar Allan Poe kit, which I love. So here are my color palette and mood swatches, decorated and non-decorated. This kit has a bunch of backgrounds that are really pretty, as well as a bunch of foregrounds that are really pretty. Full decorated pages. And I added quotes from Edgar. Some of my favorite quotes were in this kit, and I really love just how like moody and melancholy the colors in this kit are. Oh my gosh, Missy, I should have probably shown how how those pockets in ephemera worked like ages and ages ago, because I've had some people like direct message me and ask me what they were for, and I was just like, oh, I didn't know that that wasn't coming across. But I'm also like really loving how people have decided to like take it and make it their own and just make whatever they like think it's for out of it. Like it's been really delightful for me to see. I don't know how else to describe that, because I just really enjoy seeing how creative you guys are, and where your minds go like blows me out of the water every time. Hi, Sabrina. So you missed the first hour. It's just me showing off the stuff that's in the shop. I will save this video, I think, so that you guys can watch it back later if you want more of a detailed description. We're just going through some stuff that is in the store that I haven't really shouted out much right now. But, I mean, you didn't miss much. I've just been talking and showing off paperwork, and apparently I hit this camera at some point. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. So, like I was saying, I used some of my favorite quotes by Edgar Allan Poe in this kit, and I really love how it came out. I didn't know, until I started making this kit, that all of that is in the public domain. So, there might be another Edgar Allan Poe kit in the future, you guys, because he's my favorite. And if you couldn't tell by my channel, he is definitely my favorite. I've made a couple Poe books already, and I can't wait to make a Poe book with this. This one I really love. This is probably one of my favorite like centerfold pages, because it has a quote from the Telltale Heart, and then I put this like giant beetle in the front. But I don't know. I think it's picking up on camera. But in the background, I put these eyes, and I wanted it to be like the eyes of the narrator as well as the old man in there. So there's like that horrid eye that the narrator can't stand, as well as the narrator sort of tired, stressed out eyes in the background. And that was just a little bit of behind the studio. That was my thought process when I made this page, and I love this page. I'm absolutely obsessed. So this kit is fun. I've been experimenting with ways to make gothic kits that aren't like the standard gothic kit. So I tried to use different colors than I normally would. So that's why there's a lot of these like blues and greens and stuff in this kit. Because I wanted it to have like a gothic vibe, but not necessarily be what you think of when you think gothic. And of course, it ended up kind of matching the Perish After Dark at the end anyways, because I used a lot of like washed out colors and black and white images, which was ironic to me because I was trying to avoid being standard with what I did, and I still fell back on that. Oh, Missy, that's awesome. I hope your friend does love it. That's so cool. I'm so glad that you use this kit. I love it. I'm so thrilled when you guys like tell me that you use it, or you share me like pictures or tag me and stuff. I absolutely love it. Like that's what gets me hyped and keeps me going. So yeah, this little owl here, super cute. Use some really grungy textures for the backgrounds too, so I love those. Okay, some of these are upside down and some of them are not for some reason. So there is a raven next to a line from the raven. And then, I don't do this very often, but I actually consider this as like a signature first page. So it like opens the signature and then ends it. I just kind of really love how that came out. I should probably do more like this because I do like that, and I like when kids have that. And there's this one. And this one with this little sweet bird. I know it seems a little bit out of place with how like macabre the rest of this kit is, But I feel like he also wrote a lot of like love poems and stuff too, so I wanted to add just a little bit of sweetness in with this bug, of course, because bugs and flowers are my favorite combo. You got another Poe book, Cindy? That's gonna be so cool. I loved what you did with the first one, so I'm excited to see how you reapply that. I have been seeing you guys use these backgrounds a lot, so I'm glad that these backgrounds have been multi-purpose. And this owl, like, is he shook or is he just that scary? Like one or the other. I can't decide, but I love him and I love this kit. So happy with it. And then the ephemera for this kit, I did not cut out because, like I said, that was a pipe dream. But I do really love it. So there's some envelopes, some more of these little tiny round tags. So there's there. And then a bunch of tags and ephemera, some journaling cards. I really like seeing how you guys like purpose these little like items, because to me I would just be like, oh, tag, tag, but then you guys like end up incorporating them to these amazing layouts and collages and like just things I never think of. So you guys always inspire me. And the giant tags for this one. And then this kit came with a set of decorated tags, a set of plainer tags, I guess. They're decorated but not fully like decked out, so you could put your own images over top. And then just a set of the backgrounds, straight up with no like extra embellishing, except for the edges stayed the same. And then in this kit too, I added these because I had originally started with these as my color palette of choice and ended up way over here in this field of browns and blues and grays. When I decided I wanted to go in a less traditional gothic route, but I didn't want to put these to waste, so I just made them into like these diverse like journaling card set. I think they make really good collage bases, and even when paired with this kit, they look really great layered in with other elements from this kit. They stand well alone on their own too, but I just like these, and I think they're useful, so I added those to the kit. So they didn't go to waste, mostly, but also I think they look good. And they have some themes I wasn't able to convey with what I had. So then, you know, you have the pit and the pendulum. There's the telltale heart there. The raven. The mask of the Red Death. And Poe himself. So that is the Raven kit. And then the only other thing I haven't talked about are the 2 word sheets that I didn't share. I'm sorry, I left them in this pouch. So I did a sheet of Poe words and a sheet of celestial words. So I really love this kit. I use this font, which if you guys follow me on my Witchy channel, which I also have not posted to for a while, sorry. This is the same font that they use for the Midnight Muses box on the herbs, and I get really mad at how this S looks like a G, and I still use this font and still put it on things that start with the letter S, and was mad at myself for it, but I really love the font. It's really pretty, and I thought it went really well with the theme, so I didn't change it, and I hope it doesn't annoy anybody else. But I love it, and I chose these really, like, interesting celestial quotes, things that were specifically celestial. I tried to not like cross over into astrology. I wanted to keep them more like in the direct relations with the stars. So like I love this one. This one's by George Washington, and I hope it's the right George Washington I'm thinking of. It's probably a different George Washington. But it says, labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. And I love that quote. I love these sheets, you guys, and I like that you can cut them all out. Or you can tear them out if you don't feel like cutting them all out, and they're really useful. So I want to do more of these. I haven't decided what ones to do next, but these are the ones I have posted recently. And then of course, got the Raven one, and this one matches the color tones of the kit, so they have some crossover there. And there's some quotes that I think cross over, but I think it's okay because they're cool quotes, and they're by our old man Edgar Allan Poe, so we had to use them again. So that, you guys, was everything I had to show you, I guess. No, I'm lying, because I have it here in my little ephemera book and I didn't pull it out. So the Beltane kit came with some more of the cabinet cards made out of pages from the kit to match that color theme, and I then even matched the labels to the pockets. And then these were the parchment tabs, and then I also did a set of witchcraft theme labels. So there's a full set with the sabbats on there, and then some other words such as like blessed be, merry meet, as above, so below. It comes with a fancier border. I accidentally cut one edge off when I was trimming these, so I cut them all off so they matched. Janine, how was your live show? Because Janine and April were live for like a Latinx vintage thrift thing. And I missed it because I did my live show at the same time. And we didn't know until the last minute that we had scheduled over each other. So I missed my friends and they missed me, but it's okay because you guys were all here and you guys are kind of my friends too. But I'm glad that you made it at the end, Janine. I'll show you the other stuff if you want later. There are some Poets in Time. Those are the Dark Academia Rolodex. Oh yeah, and that was everything I wanted to show you guys. Right now, these were the crystal labels that I cut out to use in the preview on my Instagram. So, that's it for me, you guys. If you have any questions, anything you want to chat about, I'm here. I'm in it. I'm about it. What are you most excited for in the shop, I guess, is a good question to start with. I have a video maybe to post. I have kind of mixed feelings about it. It was a custom order from last year that I finished in the beginning-ish of this year, or the first half of this year, I guess, or the first half of this year. Quarter is the word I'm looking for. But the girl, like, vibed with it so much that I kind of feel a little bit awkward about posting it, because I feel like she and I had a conversation about it, and she really connected so deeply with it that I maybe won't share that, and I'll have to come up with some other videos for you guys. I don't know what you guys want to see, if there's anything you're interested in. Maybe not my hands. I'll put some of these tags down. Not that, that's junk mail. I got a jelly plate, so I've been playing with it. Just so that there's something to look at other than my fingers. So I don't know, had a couple of video requests for like a collage tutorial. I'm not really sure how to teach that. I could do, like a collage with me, and maybe that might give you guys some more insight into how I do collages. That was my cat. That was cute. Bless you. And I've had some requests for tutorials on how to do the interactive, like, moving pockets and sliding things in the books. I could do tutorials for those. They're not my original idea. So, if I do that, I'll have to reference back to the other video that I learned from. But I think maybe I will do those because a lot of people have asked me for that. Thank you, Janine. Oh, Lori, okay, the moon phase and crystal stuff, I'm glad that you're into that. I definitely want to put more stuff like that in my shop. I think they're really pretty, so I'm glad that you guys are liking those. And Misty wants to see me make the things that I'm planning to make. Okay, so, like, that's a good question, because I don't know how people feel about that. They're not videos that typically did well on my channel in the past. Like craft with me's or things like that. Maybe just watching me make something as, like, a tutorial, but not a tutorial, because it's nothing special. Maybe that might be something you guys might like to see, in process stuff, I guess. I could definitely do that. I don't mind sharing that with you guys at all. I guess I haven't been on the channel active very much, because, like I said at the beginning, I took that little mini hiatus to sort of get my mind right, and then I came out of it with sort of a different perspective. I did change careers last year, so that had a big impact on how much time I had left to make things for you guys. And I don't know if you noticed, but towards the end of the year, my, like, output sort of decreased, I also got really bogged down with custom orders. So for right now, custom orders are on hold in my shop until I come up with a way that works out better for me. I might take them on a like one-off, one-on basis, or like a raffle system maybe, because a lot of people have been asking me for custom orders, and I really want to like get those out there and make everyone's like witchy book dreams come true. But at the same time, like I didn't make anything for myself at all last year because I had so many custom orders to make. I didn't make the things I wanted to, not like for myself to keep, but I mean like I had a lot of ideas on the table that I had to shelve because I had so many customs to get through. So for right now, they're on hold until I come up with a system. And also, there's a question of like accessibility there because there are people who have been really patiently wanting to get custom orders and can't necessarily like afford to pay it all outright, or when I am taking customs, they aren't fast enough. So I have to come up with a system I think that helps those people. I might do another raffle auction type of thing like I did at the beginning of last year for the Australian bushfires. I might do another charity auction like that and take a custom order that way. That was a really enjoyable experience for me to do something of service and also make someone's witchy book dream come true for a lower price than I would quote for a standard commission. So I think if I do open up customs again, it'll probably be for that at first because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world right now, guys. And if we can just do things that like make it just a little better, like that means a lot to me. And I think those are the things that are important. And that was like a memory from last year that really stuck with me. Um, so that's the kind of stuff I want to do. But I hear ya. Um, I'll do more in process stuff because I think that is stuff that you guys have been asking. Um, and because sorry, I'm choking to death on dry mouth. And because, like I said, I changed careers, so I have a different time schedule. Um, Plus, like trying to keep my digital shop running takes a lot of time. I'm not able to put out as much like physical items as I used to, but I think I can share that process with you guys. I think that'll be fun. Thanks, Janine. I do think mental health is really important, and I do advocate for other people to take their time a lot. And I think I let it sort of pile on last year until I couldn't do it anymore, and that wasn't good. I need to take my own advice and take breaks because breaks are healthy. And there's no shame in that idea. Oh, Geneva, I know. I saw your post on Instagram. You've really been going through it, and that's unfortunate. But I'm glad to see you here. That counts for something. That really means a lot to me that you got online to see this. I appreciate you guys showing up and being here, and it's been really nice hanging out with you guys. And I'm so happy for your feedback. I really appreciate that. I guess that's all I have to say. At this point, I'm just rambling and going on. I don't have anything else to share. So I will have a think this weekend and see if I can come up with a video to share with you guys so that I don't fade back into YouTube obscurity. And I just hope that you guys really enjoy everything that I've made, everything that I've shown you here. If you have any questions, comments, considerations, polite criticisms, I would appreciate any and all of those. You can DM me on Instagram or don't DM me on Facebook. I don't use my Facebook that often. And if you see me posting on Facebook, it's because I'm posting from Instagram to Facebook. So definitely reach out to me on Instagram. I think my email might be in the description. I don't remember. You can also send me an email that way, or if not, just ask me in the comments. I'm not like really shy, so I don't mind answering hard questions in there. But yeah, I think that's it. That's everything I have. I appreciate your faces, and just thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really love it. I was so happy to share this with you. Thanks for like helping to keep the hype going all week on Instagram. I've been really trying to get back into social media, so I really appreciate all the likes and the comments and the feedback and stuff like that. It'll definitely help keep me going, and I look forward to sharing more with you guys and seeing what you guys make with all the stuff that I put in my shop. So that's gonna be all for me, guys. Have a great night. Bye.